Hi, how are you? So this next lesson is going to be how to make carnitas. So I'm sure if there are some carnita lovers out there, I'm sure you're going to love this recipe. Again, this is a very simple recipe. What you're gonna need is salt, water, and pork. I bought these lean pork loin boneless roast, so this should be, I think, enough. This is let me see, this is 2.7 pounds, so this probably would feed like 6 to 8 people, so that's good. And an either instant pot or a slow cooker. Now if you don't have either, then you can just do it in the stove with a regular pot, and it's just gonna take a little while. But if you do it on the slow cook, it's probably gonna take like 7 to 8 hours. But if you do it in the instant pot, it's gonna take less than an hour. So depending on what you have, just adapt the recipe to well, what you have. Okay, see you later. Okay, so if you're gonna use your instant pot, the first thing that you're gonna do is press saute and put a little bit of olive oil, or regular oil is the same. Okay, what we're gonna do is just let it warm up a little bit. It's probably gonna take, you're gonna hear it warms very fast. If you have an instant pot, it's gonna be probably like less than 5 minutes when you're gonna hear the oil sizzling. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do while your instant pot is warming up is cut your pork in probably 2 inches, squares of 2 inches by 2 inches. So I like to leave the fat. As you see, this has a lot of fat in the, well, not a lot, but just some fat in the bottom. I like to leave it like that because it gives, that's all the yumminess in the pork. So we're just gonna cut it in big squares. As I said, doesn't have to be exact, just like 2 inches. Okay. Be careful when you're with your fingers when you cut this. Okay, and as you cut them, you can just put it in the sauté. You can hear it's already very warm. This thing warms up very fast, which is awesome. I'm gonna put some fat there. Okay. This is a big piece, so I'm just gonna cut it. You know, the smaller the pieces, you can see this is kind of like the size of the palm of my hand. The smaller the pieces, the faster it's gonna cook and the better. You always have to be very careful when you cook pork. Okay, so as you can see, it's sizzling. We put a little bit of olive oil in the beginning. So what we're gonna do is just moving around a little. Oops, sorry. So we cook a tad in the bottom, just a tad, not a lot. Whoops. And when you see that all the pieces kind of look like that, then it's time to add the water. Okay, so it has been now rounding up a little bit. As you see, it's a little bit cooked now. Oh my God, it smells so good. We haven't done anything to it. Now we're gonna put a little bit of salt on it on top. Okay, and then you are going to add a cup and a half of water to it. Smells so good. Okay, and now this is where it depends on how you're doing it. If you're doing it with a regular pot, well, you just put exactly the same ingredients. You just cover it and let it cook. If you cook it in low, probably leave it for like 5 hours. If you have a crack pot, then do it for 7 hours. But if you have something like an instant pot, which I totally recommend, it is awesome. it's brand. Then what you're gonna do is, first thing is obviously close it. Now, if anybody out there was as afraid of a pressure cooker as I was, don't fear. This thing is absolutely amazing and easy too. Okay, so what you're gonna do, just close it and make sure that you have two options. Vent, but this is gonna let all the steam out, and what we want, if you have one of these, is to actually cook it faster. So we're gonna seal it, close it like that, and then we're gonna add the meat stew. So this is gonna cook for, I believe, like 30 minutes. So when this is about to be done, I'll continue the video. Okay, so now that it's cooked 35 minutes in the Instant Pot pressure cooker, now this is very important for you guys. You see this little valve here? It says sealing and vent. Okay, before you open, you have to let the steam out. So very important. So what you do is you just very gently, you take it out. And as you can see, all the steam is coming out. So you can just let it like that. And when you stop hearing that hiss, that means that all the steam is out, and then you can open it. Okay, so now that there is no hissing sound, you can see a little bit of steam is coming out, but it's okay at this point. Okay, so just open it and yumminess inside a pot. Okay, so now we're going to prepare our delicious taquitos. Okay, so we're just gonna grab one piece of meat. Okay, as you can see, very, very tender. Okay, so now we're gonna prepare our tacos. So what you're gonna need: cilantro. You're gonna need onion, chopped. Tortillas, obviously. I like to buy these ones. They are Mission street tacos because they're smaller than the others. They're super yummy. And Frontera sauces. I mean, I put these out. These are the two that I mostly use, but they have a couple others, and all of them are super, super good. Okay, so now we have our tortillas here in our comal, or it can be done. They can be warmed up in any pot. Okay, so I'm gonna put my tortillas here. Oops. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is this meat, which you can see, it's now super, super, super soft. Okay, just like that. Okay, and I wash my hands, obviously. Always wash your hands before you handle pork, before you handle everything, actually. Okay, now we're gonna put, whoa, it's hot. Like, okay, now, oh, let me see, actually, that. Okay, and now we're gonna put a little bit of onion here, onion, a little bit of onion, put a little bit of cilantro here, cilantro, and there you have it. Now, it's up to you if you wanna put salsa or not. So what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of salsa, this one, and on the other I'm gonna put the other salsa, and there you have it. Super easy recipe to make carnitas tacos. Enjoy!